time, like Christine said, I get out of my comfort zone, and I am constantly uncomfortable. Constantly. Maybe my belt's too tight. I'm constantly pushing myself. I was talking to Chris Simonian last night, and he's like, wow, you got to be so proud of what you've built. And I said, Chris, your fingerprints are all over this thing. In the heat of what we started 4 years ago, he and I would debate constantly how it was going to be presented. What's the positioning of this thing going to be? And I said, Chris, in that fire that was uncomfortable, arguments and discomfort, in the fire in the hallway, tension around everybody, we created something that is so meaningful to so many people that now we look at it around here and we go, oh my God, we must be so proud. It's because we allowed ourselves to be so uncomfortable back then. 4 years ago, when people were like, I don't know, this is uncomfortable. No way, man. We were forging this thing in fire. We got a samurai sword. You cannot break this metal now because we did the uncomfortable thing 4 years ago. That's what you're doing now. That's what Christine is talking about. That's what this whole thing has been about. It's about taking the game plan, going out there, getting away from the box, and sometimes getting away from Facebook and Twitter, and engaging in it, being uncomfortable, trying the new workout, talking to people about Shakeology, even if you don't have the whole thing nailed, you don't know what all these things are in the bag. That's why there's a money-back guarantee. But get out there and be uncomfortable. In your job, if you have a full-time job still, which I'm sure many of you do, be uncomfortable in your full-time job. I'm not asking all of you to be full-time coaches. In fact, I think that would be unrealistic. I need to have 1 million people who are supporting how this whole country runs, people doing great jobs. I need FedEx. I need people to be answering the phones. We need everybody to make this place run. But we can also be inspiring people with our results. We can also be asking people to help people. We can also contribute. When the PTA says, we're going to, hey, you get the email, Friday's going to be our pizza party for how great the swimming team did this year. Somebody's got to step up and say, can we not do a pizza party this year? How about we all just bring some healthy food and we celebrate how freaking great these kids did? What is that? That's unpopular, guys. That is really unpopular. Because you're going to be the unpopular one in the PTA. They're always going to be, she's the one that always wants us to eat healthy. Okay? Be the one that always wants them to eat healthy. Just something. Get some fruit. Get some tomatoes. Some kids like tomatoes, I think. I don't, but some of them, you have options. Find a way to make muffins without the gluten. Find a way to bake stuff in a different way. If you love to bake, contribute to the health of this country and your family and the people around you by figuring out a way to do it without the unhealthy stuff. Get uncomfortable every day and your life will grow because that is planting. Okay? The problems we've got are not like, you can't be, I don't like pointing fingers, right? Oh, that's wrong, this is wrong. We are like all connected. We're tethered. I think if you can see energy, I think our hearts right now are all connected. It's going up, it's going around the whole, it surrounds this whole thing. Somebody has a problem in the Middle East, man, somehow that's connected to me. It's not, oh, bad them or bad that. That's a part of my tree, man. It's all connected. So, my job within that is to not be perfect. It's just to always try to figure out what's standing in my way of being the best that I can be so that I can shoot out some energy to that person over there or this person over there that can somehow inspire them to see that it's okay to change, it's okay to evolve, it's okay to be uncomfortable. The seeds of discomfort are what lead to a growing flower that blossoms into something beautiful in a few months. But it is uncomfortable to plant that seed. You get dirty, you gotta water it, you gotta wake up early in the morning, you gotta trim it, there's thorns on the rose bush, all this stuff. Oh my God, but then one day you walk out there and there's this thing that smells like amazing. You walk by and you're like, what is that? Oh my God, that thing came up. I heard it, look at that. And you've forgotten was to plant that, how hard you had to work, how uncomfortable it was on your back, and oh my God, and the thing, and I had gloves. Discomfort is a daily ritual that you should embrace and be grateful for having the inspiration and the tools, doing the personal development so you can manage your attitude, not to see it as a problem, but you see it as a challenge. And even work on your phraseology. Even work on how you message this to yourself. When you go, okay, today you're going to be on your way to the airport. Maybe you're going to hit traffic. Oh man, this is a problem. We might hit traffic. You know what? No, it's an opportunity. I don't know where it's leading. I don't know what it is, but it's an opportunity. It's a challenge. It's either a challenge for you to manage your mental talk. That way, people talk about meditation, whatever. And I think what meditation is trying to guide your mind. I think Marley talked a little bit about this. You've got to manage what's up in here. So when you're in traffic and you're frustrated and you're like, I am a victim. That's when you got to be the observer up here and go, no, I'm not going to be the victim anymore. I'm not going to allow it in my life. I just have a challenge. I'm going to manage the way I react to this. If you can master that, if you can master daily discomfort, challenging yourself, and not playing the victim, you will have the most fantastic, amazing, blooming life that you could have ever managed. Not because of the wealth that will come, and it will. Not because of how much fun you can have, and you will have fun. But just because the peace of mind that you will have when you rid yourself of thinking as a victim, when you rid yourself of living life in fear, and instead embrace it, man, and love it.